Good morning everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the last chapter of chapter number 9, Mineral and Energy Resources part 2. In our previous class we have already completed up to natural gas. Today we are going to start from hydroelectricity. So what is hydroelectricity? Electricity generated from the force of water falling from a height is called the hydroelectricity. So we all know that hydroelectricity is renewable source of energy, right? Some factors are there. The factor which necessary for installing hydroelectricity power project. Okay, so let's see what are the suitable factors for installing a hydroelectricity power project. Several factors are there. We'll discuss about this one by one. First factor, mountainous area where water falls from a height. Second factor, permanent supply of water means required perennial river. Hence, snow-fed rivers of the Himalayas are very suitable for making this kind of project. Climate should be suitable. Rivers should not freeze during the winter season. And the water of the river should be silt free. Next thing, flow of water should be uniform in the river. Any kind of fluctuation would affect the generation of electricity. And the last point is there should be enough scope for electricity supply, that is an industrial zone, so that the loss of electricity is minimum in transmission. So these are the suitable factors required for installing hydroelectricity power project. Okay. What are the advantages and disadvantages? At first we are going to discuss about the advantages, afterwards the disadvantages. Let's see. Advantages of hydel power. Hydel power is the renewable source of energy, right? This is the most important thing. Next, it is cheaper to build the dams than building a thermal power station. As compared to the thermal power station, it is cheaper to build. And hydel power projects do not cause any kind of pollution. So this is environment friendly. Disadvantages, some disadvantages also there. What are the disadvantages? Location factor is the most important disadvantages. Why? Because the location is a very important factor for the construction of hydel power projects. Because the region must be mountainous or hilly regions. Why? So that the water falls from a particular height. So mountainous region or hilly region required. Next thing is the supply of water. If the supply of water fluctuate, then affecting the generation of electricity. And almost all the power projects face the problem of silting. Why? Because we have already discussed about the suitable factors. There one factor was there, water of the river should be silt free. Okay, so these are the disadvantages. Next we are going to discuss about the multi-purpose river valley projects. So the first question is, what is multi-purpose river valley projects? A multi-purpose project is a large-scale hydro project, often including dams for water retention, canals for irrigation, water processing and pipelines to supply of water to cities and power generation. Means there are several benefits are there. So what are the benefits and what are the main purposes of multipurpose river valley project? First, we can write the generation of hydroelectric power. This is the first point. Next, irrigation to agriculture, source of power to domestic purpose, industrial purpose, flood control during the rainy season, conservation of soil, regulate flow of water. Here you can see several purposes are there. These are the benefits. Again I am telling one by one. Control of floods in the rivers, flood control, the most important point. Next, development of river navigation, afforestation for soil conservation, to provide for fish culture. Here you can see the point, encourage fish breeding. So these are the main purposes of multipurpose river valley project. Okay. Examples. Some important multipurpose river valley projects from India: the Vakranangal project, Hirakud project, DVC Damodar River Valley project, Narmada River Valley project, etc. Okay. According to your syllabus, two projects are there: Vakranangal project and the Hirakud Dam or Mahanadi River project. Okay. So at first the Vakra Dam, Vakranangal project. Let's see the location. Vakranangal Dam is constructed across the river Satluj, and the Vakranangal project is a joint venture of the Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan government, and it is the largest multipurpose project in India. Let's see the benefits of Vakranangal Dam. The main purpose of this project is generation of hydroelectric power, to generate hydroelectricity. Electricity is supplied to Punjab, Haryana, parts of Rajasthan and Delhi. It provides electricity for industrial purpose, agricultural purpose and the domestic use purpose. The project has helped in controlling floods in the river Satluj. And next, the last point, last benefit, you can write the other benefits also there, like the soil conservation, afforestation, development of fish culture, pisciculture, etc. Okay. Next one is the Hirakud Dam or Mahanadi River project. The Hirakud Dam, also known as the Mahanadi River project. Let's see the location. Hirakud project is located where? In Odisha, in the lower valley of river Mahanadi. And we all know that the Mahanadi is the one of the largest river of India, and the main purpose of this project is to control the floods, flood control. What are the benefits of this project? Hirakud project makes a valuable contribution to the industrial development of Odisha. Why? Because the area is very rich in mineral resources like iron, bauxite, etc. Other benefits of Hirakud project are soil conservation in the Mahanadi Valley, fish culture, water sports, etc. Next, nuclear power plants. Nuclear power. So nuclear energy can be used to produce electricity. Okay. So what are the main raw material? The main raw material used for generating atomic energy is uranium, plutonium, thorium. Uranium is available in the copper belt of Bihar and the rocks of Aravalli range in Rajasthan. Nuclear power station in India. See the map here, you can see. The first nuclear power station was developed in Tarapur in the year 1969, right? And the other plants are located where? At Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu, Rana Pratap Sagar in Kota, Narora in Uttar Pradesh, Kakrapara near Surat in Gujarat. Okay, see the location. Advantages and disadvantages also there. What are the advantages? Let's see. The generation of power electricity through nuclear energy reduces the amount of energy generated from the fossil fuels. Fossil fuels means like coal, petroleum. So, less use of fossil fuel lowers the greenhouse gas emission like CO2 and others greenhouse gases also. Hence, it helps to reduce the pollution. Next advantage, you can write, it is an alternative to fossil fuel, and the production of electric energy is continuous. A nuclear power plant generates electricity for almost 90% of annual time. So these are the advantages. Disadvantages also there. What are the disadvantages? First disadvantage and most important thing, the environmental impact. One of the biggest issues is environmental impact in relation to uranium. Why? The process of mining and refining uranium also represents a pollution hazard. Radioactive waste. The waste produced by the nuclear reactor needs to be disposed of at a safe place because they are extremely hazardous. So these are the disadvantages. Other disadvantages also there, like the high cost. Nuclear energy and disposal of nuclear waste is very expensive. Okay, these are the disadvantages you can write. See, nuclear power plant advantages. And disadvantages also there. Nuclear fuel is very expensive, capital cost is very high as compared to other plants. Radioactive elements of this plant is very dangerous for environment. So these are the disadvantages you can write. Next, non-conventional energy sources. In our previous class, we have already discussed about the non-conventional energy sources, like see the example: solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy. These are the non-conventional source of energy, right? So we will discuss about this one by one. First one is the solar energy. Advantages. What are the advantages of solar energy? The most important thing is these are the renewable source of energy. Solar energy is a resource that is not only sustainable for energy consumption. We all know that it is a renewable source of energy. And solar power does not cause any pollution. So this is eco-friendly. And solar panels require little maintenance. Disadvantages also there. What are the disadvantages? Disadvantages. The primary disadvantage of solar power is that it obviously cannot be created during the night. We all know that. And the power generated is also reduced during times of cloud cover. And installing solar panel is quite expensive. So advantages also there, disadvantages also there. Advantages: renewable, pollution free, reduce electricity bill. Disadvantages: it's required lots of space, high initial cost. Installing solar panel is quite expensive. Less solar energy during the winter season. We all know that. No solar power at night and cloudy days. So these are the disadvantages, right? Next, wind power. Wind energy. Wind is another important source of non-conventional energy. The first wind farms in India were installed in the year 1986 in the coastal regions of Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Maharashtra and Odisha. Okay. Advantages of wind power and disadvantages. Let's see. Wind power is another completely clean energy source. We all know that. Remote areas that are not connected to electric power grid can use wind power to create their own supply of electricity, and it does not cause any kind of pollution. Disadvantages. The areas in which wind is not very strong or very frequent may not benefit from the construction of wind power facilities. So advantages also there as well as disadvantages also there. Biogas. Biogas. What is biogas? Biogas is based on the use of dung to produce gas, which is used as domestic fuel and lighting streets and homes, especially where in the rural areas. This technique is based on the decomposition of organic matter. Here you can see, look at the picture. What are the advantages and disadvantages? Biogas sustainable source. It is a sustainable source of energy. Biogas energy uses organic material and waste for its production. Reducing the pollution. Biomass burning process emits far less greenhouse gases into the air as compared to the fossil fuels. It is very common thing. Cost benefit. Biofuels are cleaner fuels, which means they produce fewer emissions on burning, hence do not cause any kind of pollution. Used as a fertilizer also. Production of biofuel serves the double purposes. Why? While gas is used to produce energy and the waste is used as a fertilizer. And it can, last thing you can write as advantages, it can be installed on a very small scale on individual basis. As well as disadvantages also there. What are the disadvantages? A typical biogas plant requires a large area for its installation. High cost of production. They are quite expensive to produce in the current market. Use of fertilizers. Biofuels are produced from crops and these crops need fertilizer to grow better. This fertilizer may cause water pollution. right? So these are the disadvantages.